Might be onto something here.
To all the women out there, have you ever felt disrespected by a man? Or has your boyfriend ever been mentally or verbally aggressive with you? Well, if you have ever been with a guy that makes you feel like you deserve to be treated better, chances are there's a high possibility that porn could be a major factor contributing to his negative attitudes. Research has found that watching degrading porn increases users' dominating and harassing behavior towards women and leaves the user feeling less compassion for rape victims. Porn watchers are also more likely to express attitudes supporting violence against women, which is especially scary since those who support sexual violence are more likely to commit that kind of violence in real life. In a survey of various lawyers, 62% of the divorce attorneys surveyed said that obsession with porn has been a significant factor in divorces cases they had handled in the last year. I'm sure many of you haven't considered porn to be the reason for a potential separation between you and your significant other someday, right? Well, the reality is pornography is a growing issue in our society, and more people are accepting it in marriages and relationships, claiming it's just the norm. Others tend to avoid the topic completely because it's awkward and uncomfortable, so the problems resulting from pornography will never be resolved. This is why if you or someone you know is watching porn, it is urgent that they stop as soon as possible. I could go on and on about why you shouldn't watch porn, but some of the most important reasons are because it changes your attitude, it affects your relationships, and it's extremely degrading to the people in the content being viewed. When you were younger, did your parents ever try to shield your eyes from nudity on the TV? Or did they ever put locks on the computer so pop-ups wouldn't appear on the desktop? Well, chances are most of you have experienced this. So what happened? When did viewing this stuff all of a sudden become so accepted when we reached early adulthood? Some people argue that pornography is necessary and that once every other day is harmless, but many are unaware that pornography actually changes the brain and its process of functioning. Just like any other addictive substance, porn floods the brain with dopamine. That rush of brain chemicals happening over and over again rewires the brain's reward pathway, ultimately changing the makeup of the viewer's brain. This can result in an increased appetite for porn. Having an increased appetite for anything leads to addiction. And yes, being addicted to porn is very real. And just like any other addiction, your cravings can affect you and your life. The more pornography a person consumes, the harder it becomes for them to be aroused by a real person or a real relationship. As a result, many users don't know how to be turned on by a real person, much less form a deep personal connection with another. This makes you wonder how any relationship could sustain at all when porn is present. When a person frequently uses pornography, they're far more likely to feel less satisfied with their partner's looks, sexual performance, and willingness to try new sexual acts. So guys, if you ever have to wonder why your girlfriend can't take a compliment, maybe it's because she has a reason to feel you may be dishonest. Several studies have found that partners of porn users often report feeling betrayal, mistrust, devastation, and anger when they learn that the other half of their committed relationship has been using porn. Pornography addicts who are in dating relationships could actually be considered cheaters. I mean, think about it. Someone who views someone else lustfully has already committed adultery within their heart, as told by Jesus Christ in Matthew 28. How can you expect a free, total, and faithful commitment from someone who feels as though you are not satisfying enough for them? It is easy to see all of the reasons that pornography can negatively affect you in your relationships, but have you ever considered the people in the images and the videos that are being viewed? I think we can all agree that it would be a horrifying experience if we had to stand naked in front of 1 million people, right? Well, many of you may have never considered that the performers in the pornography actually don't want to be there. Many of the actors and actresses are forced through prostitution or trafficking to perform in these videos. They are usually drugged and used as an object for entertainment. So imagine how these people feel knowing their body is being exposed to millions of eyes unwillingly. This is extremely degrading to these people, especially since millions continue to give their abusers so much support. Not to mention, the majority, if not all of the actors in pornography have some sort of STD. So statistically speaking, 21 students in our class of 31 watch porn at least once a week. Pretty crazy, right? The question I want to leave you with is, why are we still allowing this billion-dollar industry to persist? There are no positive effects from porn other than selfish reasons. The fact that this industry even exists is insane, and honestly, we should be doing everything we can to take it down. Do not allow porn to control you anymore. Let's stand up and fight the new drug. Thank you.